Good afternoon, friends. Today we will discuss the topic on crop production technology of cowpea. The cowpea is also called as lobia or the chawi. There you can see the botanical name of cowpea, that is Vigna sinensis or Vigna unguiculata, and the family belongs to Leguminaceae or the Papilionaceae, the origin from the Central Africa. Next one, here you can see the area and distribution of cowpea. Especially cowpea is mainly grown in the Africa. The major cowpea growing countries are the India, China, Africa, and the Europe. Among states, the are like the UP, Punjab, Delhi, and the Haryana. These are the major coffee growing states. Next one, we can see here the uses or the economic importance of coffee. The coffee is mainly grown or known as the lobia, which is used in the pulse as a fodder and as a green manure crop. This is popularly used as pulse, fodder, and the green manure crops as well as cover crop. Then being rich in rich in protein, that is 23.4%, then 1.8% fat and 60.3% carbohydrate, and containing many other nutrients, hence it is called as the vegetable meat. Then cowpea, it is also rich source of the calcium and iron, and it is used for both for human consumption as a concentrate feed for cattle. And the cowpea crop forms the excellent forage for the maize cattle. As the feeding value of the cowpea forage is high and quite palatable for with the lusa. The cowpea is often grown as green manure for soil improvement, especially enrichment of the carbon and the nitrogen. Then cowpea being a leguminous crop, it has capacity to fix the atmospheric nitrogen and it helps to improve the soil fertility. Then cowpea is an erosion resisting or the cover crop. Next one, the classification. There are three species of cowpea. There is Vigna sinensis, that is commonly cultivated species, that is cowpea, and then Vigna sinensis subspecies Padjang, that is Indian cowpea. Then Vigna sinensis subspecies Sesquipedalis, that is green cowpea, which is popularly used for the vegetable purpose. Next one, the soil and climate or ecology. As the soil, it requires or it can be grown on range of soils or variety of soils. The soils should be well drained and fertile. Then waterlogging soils are not ideal for the cowpea cultivation. The saline and alkaline soils are not suitable for cowpea cultivation because of due to increasing concentration of sodium or the salinity or the alkalinity. It will affect the root nodular activity, and the pH range should be 6.5 to 7.5. Next one, the climate. It is a tropical crop. It requires hot and humid climate. Then it requires warm weather. The minimum temperature required for germination of the cowpea is 12 to 15 degrees Celsius, and the crop thrives best well between the 27 to 35 degrees Celsius temperature. Next one, the varieties. There are different types of varieties of cowpea as a grain or vegetable or seed as and vegetable purpose and for fodder purpose. As the seed and vegetable purpose, the popular varieties are the Pusa Falguni, the Pusa Dopsali, then Pusa Barsati, and the Pusa Rituraj, then CO1, then Fule Pandri, then Konkal Sadabahar, then number 21, C152, V16, then N-5 19-4-1, and the popular fodder varieties of coffee, that is Feta, then EC4216, then Bundle Lobia, then UPC 5286. Then cropping systems followed in the cowpea, that is a crop rotation, that is cowpea being a leguminous crop which has capacity to fix the atmospheric nitrogen. As a preceding crop preceding crop or the first crop, that is cowpea, after harvesting of this preceding crop, the succeeding crop that is grown in Rabi season, that is maize, wheat, sorghum, safflower, sunflower, it will affects or it will increases the yield of growth and development of the crop because of the residual nitrogen or whatever the nitrogen is stored by the preceding crop, that is cowpea. It is benefited to the succeeding crop. This is the benefits of the legume followed by non-legume component of the crop. Then the intercropping system, as the crops are grown simultaneously, two or more crops on the same piece of land over a same period of time with a definite row proportion. As the cowpea is a leguminous, along with the cowpea, the suitable or ideal crops, that is maize, in sorghum, millet, then sesame. This is the non-legume crops which is highly suitable with as an intercrop with the cowpea, and this is a benefit to give the extra or the bonus yield to the farmers. This is the most or ideal examples of intercrops that is suitable with cowpea. Then field or land preparation, the cowpea requires one deep plowing, then followed by 2 to 3 harrowing operations are required to make ideal seedbed that is clean and the smooth or the coarse seedbed. Then seeds and sowing, as the seedbed required for grain or seed or vegetable purpose, cowpea requires 20 to 25 kg per hectare. Then for fodder purpose, it requires 35 to 45 kg per hectare. Then for green manure purpose, requires 35 to 40 kg per hectare. Then spacing for the especially cowpea, that is for require 45 by 10 centimeter or 30 by 15 centimeter. In sowing time, that is June to July. In sowing depth 4 to 5 centimeter. Sowing method, broadcasting, drilling, dribbling, etc. And the seed treatment, seeds are treated with Thyram or Bevestin at the rate of 3 gram per kg of seeds, helps to the prevent seeds burn as well as soil borne diseases. And also seeds are treated with the biofertilizer, that is Rhizobium. It helps to be increase the nitrogen fixation by symbiotically, and also improves the germination of the seed. Then manure and fertilizer, as the manure dose for especially coffee requires 8 to 10 tons of FOM or compost per hectare at the time of final land preparation, and the recommended dose of fertilizer, that is 26 to 40 kg NPK per hectare. In application, that is full dose of NPK should be applied at the time of sowing, and the additional 30 kg of phosphorus should be applied at the time of flowering stage. It will be benefited for increasing the yield of crop. Next one, the water management. Cowpea being a kharif season crop, if rains are received properly or timely, then there is no need of irrigation. If rains are not received, then should apply irrigation at critical growth stages, such as early vegetative growth stage, then pre-flowering stage, then flowering stage, then pod filling stage, then seed formation stage. In weed management, cowpea acts as a smothering or cover crop. It requires one hoeing and 2 to 3 weeding operations are required to make crop weed free environment. As the initial stage, the crop requires hoeing and weeding operation. As the cowpea acts as a smaller crop, it can grow quickly. Early canopy development and rapid or quick ground cover helps to control the weeds naturally. As acts as a biological control of these weeds, the cowpea is considered as a biological crop which will be control the weeds automatically. Then if the weeding operation is not possible due to heavy rains, then should apply the herbicide like fluchloride at the rate of 1 kg active ingredient per hectare in 1000 liter of water as a pre-planned incorporation or PPI spray. Next one, the pest and diseases. There are different pests of the especially in the cowpea, that is pod borer, hairy caterpillar, then leaf hopper, then zacids and the aphids. For control of this pest, they collect and destroy the pest infected plant parts. Spray the crop with endosulfan at the rate of 1 liter in 1000 liter of water. Then spray the crop with quinolphos at the rate of 1 liter in 1000 liter of water. And spray the crop with quinolphos as well as the um, uh, malathion at the rate of 1 liter in 1000 liter of water, or install the traps or sucking traps, especially elastic traps or pheromone traps for especially the control of the sucking pest. Next one, the diseases. There are different diseases, especially in cowpea, that is the bacterial blight, then cowpea mosaic virus, and the powdery mildew and the rust are the major diseases of cowpea. These diseases can be controlled by the collect and destroy the disease-infected plant parts, then grow resistant varieties, then treat the seeds with Thyram or Captain at the rate of 3 gram per kg of seeds to control the seed as well as soil-borne diseases, then spray the crop with fungicide like Mancozeb at the rate of 1 liter in 800 liter of water, then also spray the crop with Dynep or Mancozeb that is at the rate of 1 liter in 800 liter of water. This is a pest and disease and with their control measure. Then harvesting and yield. For as a seed purpose, the cowpea crop can be harvested accordingly the signs of maturity, that is yellowing of leaves, then dropping of leaves, then pod becomes greenish to yellow or brown in color, then seed becomes hard and tough, then metallic sound comes when the shaking of pod. Then cowpea crop is harvested. When the color of pod becomes greenish to yellow in color, then delay harvesting, especially in the pulses, tends to result the shattering of the pods. Then crops should be harvested at correct maturity stage, that is to avoid the yield, especially seed yield, that is when the pods are yellow in color and the stalks of the pod are slightly green. Then cowpea crop is harvested either by means of the picking of the pod separately or whole plants are uprooted. Then harvested material should be transferred on threshing floor mill and dried it again for 2 to 3 days under sun, and threshing should be done with the help of threshing machine or beating with the help of sticks, and the threshed material should be cleaned properly and dried under sun. And next one, the as fodder purpose, the coffee crop should be harvested at flowering stage or when crops have the tender pods. Then at this stage, crop provides good green biomass and the rich in nutrient are helpful for the cattle. And the cowpea crops should be harvested either by uprooting of the whole plant or cutting with the help of sharp sickle. And as for the vegetable purpose, the cowpea crop grown as vegetable, it should be harvested at the pods at when the pods are tender, dark green in color and the succulent. Then harvesting is done by means of the picking of the green pods. Then harvested pods are packed in gunny bags and the sold to the market after grading of the pod or removal of the leaves, stems and the soil, etc. And then yield obtained as a seed purpose, that is yield seed yield that is 12 to 15 quintals per hectare, and there is vegetable or green pod yield that is 1000 to 2000 quintals per hectare, and is the straw or dried biomass 50 to 60 or 70 quintals per hectare, and green fodder yield that is 250 to 350 quintals per hectare. This is today's topic about the crop production technology of cowpea as a seed purpose, as a fodder, or as vegetable purpose. Thank you.